Hello, I'm Chris, and I'm really interested in industrial strategy, and I thought that you might be as well, so I've decided to discuss some of the things that I find interesting about industrial strategy and that I thought other people might want to find out about. I've worked nearly all my career in the steel industry. In fact, I now lead a steel research institute developing new technologies and new ways of decarbonising and making steel. But when I meet people out and about and they find out that I do research in the steel industry, they're quite surprised. Because a lot of the time in the news, what we hear about are steel plant closures or steel companies that are in distress. And sometimes I think we forget just how important steel is to our everyday lives. Steel is in our homes, it's in our offices and factories, it's what keeps us safe, it keeps us warm, and nearly every country around the world recognises how important steel is, and that's why most governments take action to support their steel industry. But uniquely in the UK, we tend to think of the steel industry very much like any other industry. We allow it to compete and to succeed or fail on its own terms. But what we don't realise is we're asking our steel companies in the UK effectively to compete with national governments, with companies overseas that are supported by national governments. And we need to think carefully about this, because if we lose our steel industry, then we lose the foundation of our economy, we lose our ability to support our own sovereign capability and defence as well. And so that's why I think, and many people think, that steel is special, steel is different, and we need to think about steel not in the same way we think about other industries, but on its own terms. And that means collectively we need to support our steel industry, and we need to allow our steel companies to exist, to invest, to decarbonise and to thrive for the future. That's in the economic and social best interests of all of us. Now I'd really like to hear what you've got to say, so do leave a comment below if you've got some ideas or if there are things around industrial strategy you'd like me to talk about in the future. And of course, click on subscribe if you want to hear more of these videos.